Hey friends, welcome back to the channel with more of the Big Bang Theory. This is season 2, episode 12, and last time that was my favorite episode so far. Sheldon with the Leonard Nimoy napkin that he's going to use to create clones of Leonard Nimoy. That was really fun to watch. Him hugging Penny as a thank you. So sweet. Anyway, excited to continue this series. If you want to watch the full reaction or see episodes a week early, check out Patreon in the description below. Otherwise, take a quick moment to leave a like, and let's get started.
All right, that's the last.
Oh.
Behold, the mobile omnidirectional neutralization and termination eradicator. Or Monty.
Monty?
One articulated razor-sharp killing saw, one polycarbonate grinding and flipping wheel, steel armor plate, exoskeleton top and bottom, and enough horsepower to drive 110 pounds of mechanized death from 0 to holy crap in 4.8 seconds.
Is it gonna lose right away?
As with my father, I both love and fear it.
All right, enough chit-chat. Let's destroy something.
Oh, perhaps today is the day we finally find out what's inside the magic 8-ball.
Oh boy.
Did it when I was 4. It's an icosahedral dye floating in tinted blue water.
Call spoiler alert before you say things like that.
Spoiler alert.
Toaster oven.
Toaster oven?
Toaster oven ever do to you?
What did I ever do to Jimmy Mullins in the 3rd grade? He still punched me in the face with my own fist.
Yeah.
Gentlemen, goggles.
Yeah, this
Safety
is an
first.
auspicious moment. Like
What about flying debris?
Or Neil Armstrong. We need the appropriate words to mark this historic scientific event.
Destroy?
How about die, toaster, die?
That'll do it.
Yikes. Oh boy. Holy crap, that's powerful.
All right, what's next?
No, I think I'm just gonna stay in tonight and do laundry.
Oh my god! You can't do that? Oh no!
This door got the full Monty.
What the hell?
Killer Robot, we built it.
Yeah, well, it almost killed me.
If it wanted to kill you, you'd be dead.
Who exactly does it want to kill?
Are you unaware of the upcoming Southern California Robot Fighting League Round Robin Invitational?
Yes.
You know, since I moved last year, not all my mail has been forwarded.
There's an awards banquet and a dance afterward.
A dance?
Perhaps you'd like to. I know the other fellows would be really excited to see a girl there.
How is it supposed to be a dance if I'm the only girl?
You'd be the only doable girl.
Wow.
Who's doable? Anything but a compliment.
Howard, why don't we just work on the robot?
Oh, please, Leonard, not now. Once again, Penny and I have begun our little tango.
Oh my god.
The carnal repartee, the erotic to and fro, but
Smack him.
we will have to succumb and eat the entree while it's still.
Holy crap. Oh.
Hot.
Stop talking.
Look, normally I can just ignore you. I mean, I get it. You're a little peculiar. You know, like Sheldon.
Excuse me, Penny, but in this room, you're the one who's peculiar.
Yeah, you might be right. I know you think you're some sort of smooth-talking ladies' man, but the truth is you are just pathetic and creepy.
So what are you saying?
Holy crap.
I am saying it is not a compliment to call me doable. Nothing is ever going to happen between us, ever.
This isn't flirting. You're serious.
Oh my god.
Flirting? You think I'm flirting with you? I am not flirting with you. No woman is ever going to flirt with you. You're just going to grow old and die alone.
Whoa.
Howard, where are you going?
Going home to live my creepy, pathetic life.
What?
What?
He said maybe we should enter you in the Killer Robot.
Oh. Wow, that's really hit him hard. Maybe he'll change his way.
Here's a crazy idea, Ma.
Answer it!
It's your friend Leonard. He wants to know why you're not at school today.
School? School?
Don't go to school, Ma. I work at a university.
Go to school. Now pick up the phone. Should I ask Leonard to bring over your homework?
Homework.
I don't have homework. I'm a grown man with a master's degree in engineering.
Want me to get you a popsicle?
Cherry, please. Now they're just yelling about popsicles.
Sounds like Penny really got to him. I'm not surprised. Despite his hard and crusty shell, Howard is a very sensitive man. Do you know he writes poetry?
He does?
Word on the plasma web is you built a wobot? If you have any delusions about entering against my wobot, the Kripke Crippler, in the Southern California Robot Fighting League Round Robin Invitational, aka the SCRFLRRI, his name is gonna be Scrap Metal.
Trash talk is a traditional component in all sporting events.
Alright, let's see you give it a try, Sheldon.
Your robot is inferior, and it will be defeated by ours, because ours exceeds yours in both design and execution. Also,
Ooh,
I'm careful to
bird.
understand that your mother is overweight.
Oh, snap.
Oh,
Now,
snap.
of course, if that is the result of a glandular condition and not sloth and gluttony, I withdraw that comment.
What difference does it make? Fat is fat.
There are boundaries.
Tell you what, let's settle this wabato a wabato. There's no guarantee we're gonna go against each other in the round robin, so let's throw down.
Yes, there is. It's a round robin.
Unless you're afraid.
Round robin means you face everybody.
Challenge. Name a time and place.
Tomorrow, 3 o'clock, the kinetics web.
Our engineer is incapacitated.
What's wrong with him?
He's depressed because he's pathetic and creepy and can't get girls.
We're all pathetic and creepy and can't get girls. That's why we fight robots. If you're not there, you'll be
Fair argument.
ridicule.
Hey, you got a minute? Yeah. I need you to apologize to
Get
Howard.
out.
Come on. Wallowitz won't come out of his house and we need him for a robot battle.
Then have the robot go and get him.
The robot, he's been in bed for 2 days.
Yeah, probably with a blow-up doll.
Does it really matter who...
He could be.
The guy is devastated.
Oh, please, how could I possibly devastate Howard?
You do kind of have that overexposed to gamma rays thing going on.
What does that mean?
Hulk.
You know, like, most of the time you're the easygoing Bruce Banner, but then when you get angry, you kind of turn into, like, you know...
I turn into a bear?
Seriously? Gamma rays, Bruce Banner? You didn't get the Incredible Hulk from that? Never mind. Please, go talk to him.
Oh, and say what? That I didn't mean it? Because I meant it.
Okay, let's try it this way. Remember the day that we first met and you asked me to go to your boyfriend's apartment to get your TV back? And he was 9 feet tall and he took my pants off and you said, what was that? What did you say?
I owe you.
yes,
I'm sorry.
You said you owed me one.
There we go. Wow, you're calling it in for
Well,
this?
that's not fair.
I came
Isn't
home
it?
with no pants.
At least you won't lose your pants in this situation.
I should probably give you a heads up about his mother.
Oh,
about her?
yeah.
She's a delightful woman. You will love her.
She's like, that's suspicious as heck.
There's a blonde girl, Patsy, here to see you.
Patsy?
I don't want to talk to her.
Hey.
Too late.
She ran past me. Supposed to tackle her?
Just came by. See how you were doing.
I'm fine.
Good. Your mom seems nice.
People move away from her on the bus.
I just want to apologize for some things that I have said about you. I've been informed that you have feelings.
You've been informed?
And apparently I have hurt them.
Fine. You're sorry. Goodbye.
You're okay?
Hey,
No.
I'm not traumatized by some random comment from some random woman. I mean, get over yourself.
Oh, man. Go back in. Go back in.
Oh my god, that's Kripke's robot?
Uh-oh.
You can see the Crippler is reducing the Chevy Cavalier to wobble.
Chevy Cavalier.
I can't watch anymore. We've accepted the challenge. We can't run away from a fight.
Oh, please. We spent our whole lives running away from fights. Personally, I can squeeze through a hole in a fence half my size.
Kripke's robot just had angry sex with a mid-sized automobile. Have you heard from Penny yet?
Not yet.
Have faith, gentlemen. We don't need Wallowitz. Engineering is merely the slow younger brother of physics. Watch and learn.
No. He has no idea what he's gonna do.
Do either of you know how to open the toolbox?
When I was 14,
Oh, opened up a lot.
I met Marcy Grossman. She just got her braces off, but they left a little of the overbite. It was so hot,
Okay.
like a sexy little chipmunk.
If you're into that.
I dedicated a song to her at the 9th grade talent show.
Oh, that sounds sweet.
Marcy Grossman is sunshine.
Did not ask to hear it.
Cloudy day. And then she came up with that sexy little chipmunk mouth and spit in my hair. Which brings us to 10th grade.
Oh God.
Do you think maybe sometimes you try too hard?
Look at me. What chance do I have if I don't try too hard?
I've known you for like a year and a half, and this is the first time I feel like I'm talking to a real person. And you know what? I like him. He's a nice guy.
Don't ruin it.
You really think so?
Yes.
Don't ruin it. Don't ruin it. No. Oh.
What's this do, spin? Yep, at 3,400 RPM. It
Holy
can
crap.
cut through steel like it was rubber.
Uh-oh.
Sheldon, we've got to call this off.
No, Leonard. For years, Merciless...
It's gonna fall apart.
The only improvement you were able to make on the robot was to put fresh batteries in the remote.
What you failed to realize is Kripke suffers from a fatal flaw.
Overconfidence.
From his robot's massive size and its overwhelming power.
It's not overconfidence, that's observation.
Kripke!
Kripke!
I would ask if your robot is prepared to meet its maker, but as you are its maker, clearly the two of you have met.
What
Wow.
is his problem? Standard robotic fighting league rules apply. Are you crazy?
What?
This is a street fight. The street has no rules.
That's right.
I will, however, give you the opportunity to concede my superiority now and offer me your
Do
robot
it.
as the
Do
spoils
it.
of war.
Oh, no. Not offer it.
Never! I'd rather see Monty dead than in your hands.
That could be easily arranged. What do you think, Joe?
Oh, no. Yikes. What did you think that was for? What did you think that was for? Run? Oh, crap. Oh, God.
Don't hurt us! Don't hurt us!
Oh, damn.
I did this.
Yes.
Monty was killed by my hubris and my pride. No matter what anybody says, this is my fault.
Everybody's saying it's your fault.
I got your text. How bad it? Oh, yeah.
Forget the robot. What happened to you?
I slipped and fell in the bathroom. Bounced right off the tub.
Yes, now he knows what bathtubs are capable of doing when you don't treat them with respect.
Yeah.
What do you think, Howard?
It's not
It's not
salvageable.
that bad, right?
Oh, no. A little electrical tape, some solder. Are you insane?
See, Monty's gone. We'll bury him in the morning. It's a simple ceremony. I'll speak.
Sheldon, honey, aren't you getting a little carried away? I mean, it's just a toy robot.
Just a toy
So
robot.
callous.
Penny.
I know, I got it. Sheldon! I'm sorry.
Aww.
Don't get the wrong idea. The way I see it, I'm halfway to pity sex.
Has he learned nothing? Did he learn nothing? I thought he might have learned something. I don't know how Howard thinks he still has a chance with Penny. Oh, man. But yeah, two storylines this episode. First, Penny finally calls out Howard for his creepiness, or in a way that's much more obvious than the way she's done in the past. And I'm glad Penny told him off, because Howard really needs to come to terms with how his behavior affects others. Unfortunately, with his comment at the end about being halfway to pity sex with Penny, I don't think he's really learned his lesson. And, I mean, she punched him in the face. Like, how do you still think you have a chance? If they ever do hook up or date, it would be really upsetting, because there's this cliche of the guy who keeps bugging a woman over and over until she gives in and goes out with him. And that sends a horrible message for boys and men who think harassing a woman is the way to win them over. And I mean, they'll think being turned down by a woman is them playing hard to get, and there's an sense of entitlement there too. So I don't know if that kind of media is as common as it was before, or if I just happen to watch media that doesn't have that kind of storyline. But it would be so bad if Penny and Howard ever had a thing. I mean, I'm assuming Howard grows up at some point and that he will have a serious relationship at some point. But I do hope that whoever he winds up with, it won't be because he wore them down or something. Like that's somehow romantic or acceptable in any way. But yeah, Howard takes this verbal undressing by Penny really hard, and I've noticed the pattern that Leonard keeps telling Penny to apologize to people even when it's not her fault. Like, even when the other person is way more out of line. And that's definitely the way Leonard was raised. He thinks that Penny is more reasonable, so he appeals to her instead of the people who are actually in the wrong. And I mean, he thinks it's easier to end conflicts this way without actually addressing the root problem. But I mean, Howard is the one who owes her an apology for all the unwanted comments he's given her. And she does recognize that she said some hurtful things, even though she doesn't think of him as somebody who can be hurt. Like, even if she did, it's all completely justified. But Leonard calls on the favor that she owes him from the first episode in the series when she sent him to get the TV back, I believe, from her ex-boyfriend. Howard tried to play off Penny's apology like he wasn't hurting, but then she could hear him crying so hard on the other side of the door. And we actually got to see a more real side of Howard. I figured that he would have insecurities about what he brings to the table as a romantic partner. And I mean, he never really showcases them. He never showcases his good side. He's always just trying to hit on women in really creepy ways. And I'm against the idea of trying so hard to win over a partner because that's not sustainable. And we saw him be willing to spend so much money to continue seeing Penny's friend, I think, who just wanted to shop, who would just continue sleeping with him if she could spend his money. He would wind up bankrupting himself. So it's not sustainable, and it wasn't a real connections, which it seems like he really wants a real connection. So I don't know. I'm a fan of the be the best person, be the best version of yourself that you can be, for your own benefit, not for the sake of dating other people. And whatever the case, that will attract the people who value your best qualities the most. To be clear, I'm not saying be a better person to get a partner, but rather to be happy with yourself, be a good person, and it'll be much easier to find someone who values the same things you do. But as Penny tries to tell him that the real Howard isn't so bad, he leans in for a kiss and she punches him, which, as much as I'm bugged by Howard's aggressively creepy flirting, I did question the punching a bit at first because, like, he thought he sensed the moment and leaned in for a kiss. He wasn't trying to force himself on her. Now, there's something to say about his total lack of situational awareness. The fact that he actually thought she would respond in kind is just so comically tone deaf. But he also would have stopped if she pushed him away or slapped him. Punching him in the nose felt a little too much at the time, but on the other hand, he has been harassing her for like a year and a half now, so if you put it like that, I would have been on board for him punching him much, much sooner. It just felt a little weird because the punch happened to come at a time when he was misreading the situation and not being a huge freaking creep. Though I guess he's always misreading the situation with Penny. Like, he seems to acknowledge that he's a creep throughout the series, but he thinks that he and Penny are doing like a sort of tango and flirting. I don't know how I don't know how this man's brain works. But yeah. Back to the cliche of men harassing women until they wear them down, though. It feels like that's the kind of thing Howard's seen. Like, maybe he's seen it in works of fiction and thinks that's the way it works, that he'll eventually wear Penny down. And that's the danger with that type of media. It can serve as a guide for impressionable people. So that's another big reason I don't want anything to ever happen, to come close to ever happening between these two. But yeah, and then we have the other half of the episode, Monty. That killer robot is so dangerous. It feels like the guys are completely like out of control, especially with destroying the door, not knowing what is on the other side of the door. I mean, they're supposed to be good scientists, but they didn't even try to take any like real precaution when testing out the robot in Sheldon and Leonard's apartment. They wore goggles, but like shards of metal could have come flying everywhere and gotten one of them really hurt. And the takedown of the door, if Penny was 3 seconds earlier, she loses a leg or worse. And I don't know where the safety precautions are. It feels like they're closer to mad scientists this episode than actual scientists. But yeah. We're introduced to Barry Kripke as an antagonist to our group. And I kind of like him in this role. We don't know too much about him, but he clearly has the edge over our boys in the Killer Robot department. I had to look up the name for his inability to pronounce the letter R, and it's called rhoticism. Anyway, it seems like he's good at pushing our boys' buttons with the trash talk and the reality checks. They were like, oh, like we can't do a robot battle. Our engineer is incapacitated. He's depressed because he's pathetic and creepy and can't get girls. And we're all pathetic and creepy and can't get girls. That's why we fight robots, which was just such a great line. That was fantastic. Made me really like the character, actually. I don't know how much I would like him as a person to hang out with, but as an antagonist to our characters, I really like him. But at first they said they'd fight outside the tournament because there's no guarantee they'd fight each other in a round robin. And I was like, a round robin implies that everybody faces each other. But then I realized it's a robot fighting tournament. The robots will be destroyed before they make it through all the matches. So that's the reason they might not fight each other. Kripke's robot is freaking ridiculous, though. Is he just a better robot engineer than the rest of them, or has he just put more time into it? I don't know. Though it seems like Sheldon is largely useless when it comes to designing this robot. Maybe he has ideas for it, but he has no technical know-how, despite the fact that he was putting down Howard's ability to help with engineering. He's like, how hard could it be? And then you can't open this freaking... Do you know how to open this tool chest? Toolbox, rather. And they get destroyed, and Sheldon is so sad about it. Penny doesn't understand how much it means to him and asks if he's getting too carried away. It's just a toy robot. And it is true that she can be insensitive sometimes, and it's something I'm sure she'll grow out of eventually. Because we've seen it a couple times before. The one that I still remember is that Time Machine episode and how she lashed out against Leonard's hobbies. And this time she wasn't even annoyed or angry or anything. And she just said something really insensitive, and off she goes to apologize to Sheldon. It feels like that's all she does on the show, just apologize over and over again. And yeah, it feels like our characters are still getting used to each other. Maybe eventually they'll be more sensitive to each other and their hobbies and their passions. Maybe Raj will finally be able to talk in her presence without drugs or alcohol at some point. But yeah, looking forward to the day that happens. It's actually kind of funny, though, with the timing of this episode. I'm actually starting another series in October, and I just watched an episode where there's a planet full of killer robots. So quite a coincidence to watch that and this on the same day. Anyway, just a little aside. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. Leave a like, really helps with the channel. We have early reactions and full reactions on Patreon in the link in the description below, so check that out. And yeah, thanks for watching. I'll see you guys soon. Bye, friends.